JLR investigates. The FBI leaks out new photographs of items Thomas Matthew Crooks had during that failed Trump assassination shooting that occurred July 13th, 2024. Thomas Matthew Crooks, 20 years old, Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, traveled an hour or two north of his home to Butler, Pennsylvania, tried to take out the President of the United States. Authorities shot back at him and took him out. A lot of unanswered questions till this day right now that we still don't know. Motive, they claim the FBI he acted alone. A lot of people do not believe that. Do you believe it? But I want to share this new report. Apparently, they show a backpack and his weapon here. So I'm going to share this and then we'll further discuss. Check it out.
We're seeing the semi-automatic rifle used in the attempt on former President Trump's life and the undetonated explosives found in Thomas Crooks' car the day of the attack. These photos and new information on the investigation out tonight after an FBI briefing. KDKA lead investigator Andy Sheehan was part of it. He's here now with what he's learned. Andy.
Well, Ken, the FBI rarely talks about ongoing investigations, but citing the extraordinary circumstances of the assassination attempt is trying to be transparent, giving these reporter updates and releasing evidence photos. Thomas Crooks' motive still remains unclear, but the FBI firmly believes he acted alone.
Good afternoon, everybody.
In talking with reporters, the FBI released these photos, including Crooks' AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle, which they fired and deemed operable, an extendable rear stock, and the backpack he hid them in that day. They also shared a picture of the two improvised explosives discovered in his trunk, saying Crooks made several online searches on how to make a bomb beginning in September 2019 and continuing through this summer.
These searches specifically included, quote, detonating cord, quote, blasting cap, quote, how to make a bomb from fertilizer, and, quote, how do remote detonators work.
In the reporter call, the FBI said its investigation is trying to determine two things: identify Crooks' motive in attempting to assassinate former President Trump and whether he had co-conspirators. So far, the motive remains unclear, but the FBI believes Crooks acted alone.
At this time, the FBI has not identified a motive, nor any co-conspirators or associates of Crooks with advanced knowledge of the attack. And I want to be clear, we have not seen any indication to suggest Crooks was directed by a foreign entity to conduct the attack.
While Crooks' motive remains a mystery, Pittsburgh FBI agent in charge Kevin Rojak said an analysis of Crooks' online activity shows a, quote, sustained detailed effort to plan an attack at some event. It does not show a political leaning, beginning in late 2023 when Crooks began searches for former President Trump's campaign events in Pennsylvania. From April to July of this year, he searched campaign events for both Trump and President Biden, including events scheduled to take place in Western PA. Then on July 4th, he searched for detail of Trump's event in Butler and became focused on that event.
We've seen no definitive ideology associated with our subject, either left-leaning or right-leaning. It's really been a mixture and something that we're still attempting to analyze and draw conclusions on.
Now, Rojek did dispute a claim by Louisiana Congressman Clay Higgins that a Butler SWAT officer shot and hit Crooks' rifle stock and delayed the shooter long enough for a U.S. Secret Service sniper to take the final shot. Rojak said there is no evidence the local officer's shot hit the rifle or Crooks. Andy Sheehan, KDKA TV News.
So there was also reports he had a ladder and this vehicle that he traveled to Butler with. We still don't know who the vehicle belonged to. And Crooks's family still hasn't given out a statement. And even though the FBI leaked this information out, we still haven't heard from the FBI in reference to this case, and we still haven't heard from the Secret Service. And my thoughts are that we need to know who he was communicating with, if at all, before the shooting occurred. It's been reports that he had encrypted apps overseas. There's reports that he was part of Discord. So there might be, some sort of connection here with somebody else, or unless you think he acted alone. But it seems like there is a commission that's formed to get an understanding of what happened here, who this guy is. His parents apparently got some sort of large legal firm to represent them, a powerhouse legal firm. So we'll see what comes out of that. Maybe his parents get sued, subpoenaed, and or speak to provide more information. But lack of information leads to a lot of speculation, a lot of conspiracy theories out there. People think there's a second, a third shooter. People think there's some MK Ultra involved. And, we'll probably get this for a long, long time until we understand what happens, if at all we ever get to know what happens. But I am covering this case extensively, and I am very concerned about all the political candidates and their rallies that they hold. Let's pray for peace. Let's pray that nothing happens. And when more information comes out about Thomas Matthew Crooks, I'll share with all of you. I am JLR Investigates. Stay tuned.